Good evening and welcome to a special Maritimes edition of CBC News. We begin this evening in Nova Scotia, where tenants in Truro say they're being left without heat and water as their landlord ignores multiple government orders to maintain basic living conditions. The CBC's Luke Ettinger reports on why these residents are still waiting for the necessities they were promised.
When Sarah Frame moved to Anita Crescent about a decade ago, she says the Truro Heights apartments were sought after. But starting in April 2025, tenants have repeatedly gone days without access to hot water and heat as a result of oil shortages.
In the month of March, we've already run out of oil like 3 times, I think.
The landlord, which owns several buildings in the Truro area, has faced orders to fix the issues from the Residential Tenancies Office. But tenants who've complained say poor maintenance persists.
Nobody around here feels much security in what's been going on. This has been ongoing now for a year almost.
A residential tenancy order from December states Yada Property Management must ensure oil is filled and provide propane or electricity for laundry facilities. Landlord Fabian Fraser says those issues persist due to finances.
When we have arrears, when we have problem tenants, it's just been hard to keep up everything financially, so we have to just prioritize the best things.
As an example, Fraser says Yada prioritized turning the water back on for tenants on Louise Street in late March. Tammy Atkinson says that was just the latest issue. The landlord was ordered to provide snow removal on her stairs. In early March, a thick layer of snow and ice made them nearly impassable. Yada cleared it after being contacted by CBC News.
I don't feel we're asking for a whole lot. We're just asking for necessities. Our leases were honored by the new landlords, and that includes access to laundry facilities, heat, hot water, garbage removal, compost removal, and there's just nothing being done.
CBC News spoke to tenants of 3 buildings who all reported that issues worsened when Yada Property Management took over ownership. Copies of other residential tenancy orders echo concerns about maintenance inside and outside units. Fraser says the company is considering selling the buildings. Luke Ettinger, CBC News, Truro.
Staying in Nova Scotia, people living in RVs at Shuby Campground in Dartmouth are being told they will not be permitted to return next winter. The Halifax Regional Municipality has kept the campground open year-round since 2023 to help people dealing with housing insecurity. It started as a pilot program with 12 spaces and later grew to 17 spaces after the municipality signed a deal with the province for more funding. People living at the campground received letters from the municipality on March the 25th stating the program is ending.
I'm on a fixed income, love. I couldn't afford an apartment if I wanted to. I can't even come up with the damage deposit and first month's rent. That there is too much for what I make.
It's just a shame that with everything going on, they can't find money in the budget to allocate for people that are in the kind of unhoused situation like I am.
Some people who spoke to CBC say they've found other campgrounds outside of the city where they can stay, but they worry for their neighbors. Their letter to RV residents provided contacts for homelessness coordinators who can help them navigate their situation. Some people who live on PEI are worried about their properties being flooded. The problem has always existed, but it seems to be getting worse, and they're hoping the provincial government will take action. Laura Meter explains.
This was the scene last month in Rice Point. It was a rainy day and water rushed onto properties, flooding nearby yards.
I think right here.
People dealing with the water say an old culvert needs to be replaced and moved away from their properties. It's been a problem for several years, but lately it's gotten worse.
Water which goes from this culvert, it covers like all this area, and it goes to the nearby property. I'm worried about my kids, my family, and my house now.
This year, when we had the first big melt and rain that we had, there was enough water coming onto the property that I couldn't go out into my backyard without hip waders on.
They say rushing water can be dangerous. Oleg Babeshko says his kids aren't able to play in the yard some days, and he worries about his elderly parents who live with him too. The water also causes a lot of damage and erosion. Every year he has to fill in trenches caused by the flooding.
We need an immediate action because the situation is getting worse and worse. So we need to move this culvert to the boundary of the property.
They've called and emailed the province asking government to fix the problem and say some other new culverts have been installed nearby recently, but this one has been ignored. CBC contacted the province Thursday for comment, but officials did not provide any information. Laura Meter, CBC News, Bryce Point.
And Ryan Snoddon with us now from the CBC Weather Centre. Not a great weekend weather-wise.
No.
Ryan, please tell us something better in store for us.
Oh, how about some snow?
Not what we're hoping for.
No. Southern parts of the Maritimes going to get into some snow, Tom, for Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I mean, April, we can always see some snow. Never a welcome sight, but it's not totally uncommon, that's for sure. Let's have a look at Tuesday as a whole. Kind of quiet. We'll see some sunshine early on, and then we've got some increasing clouds and some showers mixed with flurries moving into extreme southwest New Brunswick and then pushing up into southwestern parts of Nova Scotia, Metro, Halifax area just after supper time by the looks of things. Chance for an early flurry in the morning, PEI, and also northern Cape Breton. That's on the heels of our latest system, which is spinning away. So this is Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, more so the overnight and into Wednesday. Southern New Brunswick will get clipped with this snow. Prince Edward Island as well, maybe as much as 2 to 5 centimeters. The bulk of Nova Scotia looking set to see near 5 centimeters with some pockets that could push up towards 5 to 10 centimeters. Best chances will be Guysborough and out into Cape Breton. Now, as we look at the timeline, there's that lingering chance for a shower or flurry through this evening into Tuesday morning. Here comes that next system spreading in from the west, and yes, Tuesday evening and into the overnight. That's when the bulk of this system tracks through. Note Wednesday morning, still looking at some snow early on, and then clearing as we move into the afternoon. Full breakdown on this in your 7-day coming up in a few minutes, Tom.
That is April in the Maritimes, isn't it, Ryan?
Definitely.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, changes are coming to how New Brunswick manages and protects its agricultural land. After local government reform in 2021, most farms were absorbed into new municipalities, creating uncertainty around farmland boundaries. Rachel Hozinga reports.
For 100 years, New Brunswick has steadily been losing farmland and producing less of its own food. But industry stakeholders say changes are coming to not only reverse that trend, but also incentivize more people to start farming.
2026 is going to be a great year. We're going to see greater collaboration with the municipalities and local municipal governments. We're bringing, farmers closer together under the Ag Alliance banner than maybe we've seen in a long time.
Only about 4% of New Brunswick's viable farmland is in active agricultural use, according to the province, and as of 2022, New Brunswick produces just 9% of its own vegetables. Between 1921 and 2021, the province's total farmland decreased by 84%. More than half of that loss occurred between 1971 and 2021. In 1979, the province created the Farmland Identification Program, also known as FLIP, to try to curb this loss. It's this program that's at the center of the province's review of how New Brunswick manages and protects its farmland.
I think reforms to the FLIP program are going to result in immediate, I hope, drastic increase in the number of acres under active agriculture use.
Those reforms could look like increasing grants for farmers or reducing property taxes. But here's how the FLIP works right now. So you're a farmer. You put up your hand to say, hey, I have a farm, this is where it is, and this is what I'm planning to grow or produce. The province says, okay, great, thanks for that information. You don't have to pay your property taxes for several years. It's a pretty strong incentive considering how expensive it can be to break into the agricultural industry. If someone has land registered in the FLIP but decides they want to stop farming and exit the program, those property taxes become due immediately, with interest. Today, about half of all of New Brunswick's farmland is registered in that program, meaning the rest is kind of just untethered. Which is a problem, because if you only know where half of your farmland is, how do you protect the other half from development? How do you know if it's even being farmed? In fact, the province says 7% of the land registered in the flip is idle.
It's not overtly clear to the general public or even people who are in agriculture where the prime farmland is. That's been an ongoing issue for decades.
That's true. New Brunswick's loss of farmland and attempts to modernize the flip aren't new. But something happened in 2021 that raised the stakes. 5 years ago, New Brunswick redrew its local government boundaries, effectively creating dozens of new municipalities across the province. When that happened, most farms in New Brunswick became encapsulated within a municipality. And if the province and agriculture industry struggle to track where all of the farmland is, the municipalities, especially new ones, have even less information to work with, and could end up rezoning farmland for development without even knowing.
We're a few years into municipal reform and we're seeing all of these amazing development projects coming up, apartment buildings and row houses and tiny home communities. Farmers want to see the development come. We need more housing. It just has to be smart.
The province says it's doing some of this work, going region by region to identify which properties municipalities should zone as agricultural land. That will include active farmland and historic farmland that is in active production.
We're here to help developers if they want to know where those farmlands are. We are here to help them and to guide them through and make sure that in their planning that they take into account that those are viable farms, and we want to make sure that they're protected for the generations to come.
Organizers of Atlantic Canada's Under-18 Female Hockey Championships say the sport is growing on the East Coast. The championship tournament was held this long weekend in Charlottetown, with some of the best female players in the region facing off. They say this kind of regional showcase can have a real impact on those looking to get involved in the sport.
I've seen so many little kids out around the rink supporting us, and I think them watching us has definitely been a big role model for them. And I think it's great growing women's hockey for us to be hosting and having another PEI team here as well.
The tournament wrapped up on Sunday with the Moncton Rockets winning the gold medal game. The Rockets will host the national championships in Dieppe later this month. Some skiers in northwestern New Brunswick were trying something new this weekend. They were skijoring, a sport much like water skiing, except instead of being towed by a boat, they're being pulled by horses. Victoria Walton has that story.
This isn't a scene most visitors to Farmland this weekend have witnessed before. The sport of skijoring, where skiers or snowboarders are pulled along a course by a horse, is popular in Nordic countries. But this is believed to be the first competition of its kind held in Atlantic Canada. The organizers say it's been gaining popularity in Quebec.
So it's a horse to pull skier people, and here in Edmonton we have many jump. But the finish is the bigger one in the competition in Quebec, so it was a great day.
The mayor of the northern New Brunswick city says events like this attract visitors to the area and the ski hill, which is trying to diversify.
The ski hill has made a major change in their operations, where they have to not only having skiing but having other activities. The week before there was a big snowmobile race. There was a skijoring this weekend, and there are other activities that are four-season activities that they want to build on. So this will be quite interesting to add on to their program.
Many of the people who came out to try the event say while they're familiar with the slopes, this type of skiing is new for them. It's my first time trying this, she says. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they will bring to Atlantic Canada in the coming year, she says. It's something a little different. It's nice to see something like this here. There are hopes that the event will return to the ski hill next year and that the sport of skijoring will continue to grow in the Atlantic provinces.
I mean, the parking lot was full like we've never seen before. So pretty sure that we're going to have something even nicer next year.
And you're looking at a bird's eye view of Surrey PEI. Ryan Snoddon back with your full weather forecast. We'll see you right back here in just a few moments. All right, maybe at this time it's good to remind people that it's not your fault, Ryan. You're just delivering what for some people is some bad news. There's got to be a silver lining in here someplace, though.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, what do we always hear this time of year if it snows? It's great fertilizer.
Sure, there
right?
you go. There's one lining right there, yeah.
Great news for the farmers. And even the fact that it's been a bit damp, but also good news for the farmers coming out of what was a very, very dry summer. So we're looking for silver linings everywhere.
You're doing great.
Yeah, thank you. Have a look at our current temperatures across the Maritimes right now, and you can see that we're at 10 degrees at Western Head, just 0 at Tignish, -1 Charlotte and into the Campbellton area. So yeah, it's pretty chilly in the northern parts of the province, or the region that is, and 9 degrees. Halifax has been a pretty nice day across the southwest of the Maritimes, but we've been looking at these flurries mixed with showers, satellite with a bit of a white flash in there. My apologies for that. And yes, as we look at the timeline moving forward, we are going to continue to see those shower and flurry chances through tonight. This area of low pressure is going to continue to depart off to the north, and this is our next low here that we're going to be watching. That's going to be moving in as we move into Tuesday night. And yes, indeed, going to be bringing a little bit of snow. Unfortunately, we're talking about, as I said, near 5 centimeters for, it appears, a good chunk of Nova Scotia, a little less towards PEI and southern parts of New Brunswick. These are our temperatures for tonight. Not bad across most of Nova Scotia, southern New Brunswick, into PEI. Temperatures are going to be ranging between around 0 and -4. As you can see, -5 to -10, even -12 up towards the Edmundston area and the northwest of New Brunswick. As we look at the future tracker timeline, note the chances for showers and flurries being picked up here by the model as we move into the evening and overnight, things quietening down, becoming partly cloudy to even mostly clear by tomorrow morning. Still a lingering chance for a flurry early on Prince Edward Island and across to Cape Breton tomorrow, thanks to these little streamers that are going to be sailing through the region. By lunchtime, we're done with those, and we're directing our attention to our next system, which is already starting to build some clouds in. And note that snow, likely wet snow mixed with showers, given the temperatures here on the plus side. St. Stephen, Digby down towards Shelburne, Mahone Bay, Lunenburg, Kentville, and then eventually into the metro area. It looks like just after supper time. Here are your temperatures for Tuesday. -2 in Edmundston, Bathurst near 0, but we should be on the plus side across southern New Brunswick. Prince Edward Island right near the freezing mark. These chances for flurries are early on in the morning, and then we're seeing generally a pretty good day across the island tomorrow. The northwest winds across the island will be easing. Northwest 20 gusting to 40 early on, then becoming lighter into the afternoon. Similar story across Cape Breton, a westerly wind, west to northwest wind 20 to 40, but that will ease into the afternoon. And across the rest of mainland Nova Scotia, temperatures bumping up 4, 5, 6, even 7 degrees down towards Bridgewater. And the wind's actually becoming southeasterly here, Yarmouth and into the Shelburne area as we watch that next system come in. So this is the snow. As the sun sets Tuesday evening, I am expecting that snow will start to accumulate on the roads, making for likely a greasy, messy start to Wednesday morning. Note that temperatures are going to remain below the freezing mark early on Wednesday. That snow will depart by lunchtime in Cape Breton, and then we're looking at temperatures slowly recovering. Should be in the low to mid single digits for you folks in southern New Brunswick. Similar story for southwest Nova Scotia, but on the backside of this system where the snow will linger, so too in the morning, so too will the northerly winds throughout the day, and so that will likely limit those temperatures to rise a whole lot. And there's that snowfall outlook, again, traced to a couple centimeters in the north and looking at near 5 to even 5 to 10 centimeters for you folks in through eastern parts of Nova Scotia. There's the outlook for Thursday, which we're going to be seeing temperatures into the mid to high single digits, even some double digits. A quick outlook at that at the 7-day outlook. Running out of time here, so we'll breeze through this pretty quickly. But the general trend here is Thursday, Friday, and into the weekend. Temperatures getting back up into the high single and low double digits, and even some teens on tap. So more typical for where we should be for this time of year, Tom.
That's more like it. Okay, Thanks so much, Ryan.
Thank you.
Coming up, meet the man behind Cape Breton's first amateur sumo wrestling club. Welcome back. Amateur sumo wrestling is making its way to Cape Breton. A new club is bringing people together to learn all about sumo and how to force your opponent out of the ring. Anna Rack has the story.
Feel the burn?
At this dojo in Sydney, people of all ages are learning how to sumo wrestle. The sport is a part of ancient Japanese culture, dating back over 1,500 years. And while there are strict rules in professional sumo, amateur sumo has become popular around the world.
If you've ever followed sumo, you may know that in Japan they're very traditional. There's some rules that don't allow women to do sumo. In amateur sumo, international amateur sumo, women are allowed. So this club is for everyone, all ages, all body types, men, women, everyone. Anyone can try sumo. It's just a good exercise. It's good for your fitness, good for your health.
The sport involves getting inside a 15-foot ring and trying to force your opponent out while keeping the soles of your feet on the floor.
So you either throw them to the ground or throw them out of the ring. And in that way, it's a very fast-paced sport.
The pros wear what is called a mawashi, about 20 feet of heavy canvas wrapped around their body. But at Cremo's Club, people can wear anything they feel comfortable in while working out. The class involves stretching and some basic sumo drills. Simple enough for a beginner interested in trying it out. Keegan McGuinness completed his second amateur class after learning about sumo on a trip to Japan.
I'm not much of an athlete or anything, but it was entertaining to watch and fun to learn about because there's a lot of culture involved. And it's just really easy for someone like me who's never done a sport like this to just show up and have a lot of fun.
The class ended with some chonkanabe, also known as sumo stew. Professional sumo wrestlers eat a lot of it in order to gain weight. The club is only in its 5th week. Cremo says it's been growing quickly, but hopes to see more people join to learn the art of sumo. Anna Rack, CBC News, Sydney.
Moncton's Ukrainian Association spent the long weekend passing on their Easter traditions and raising money for a good cause. Ukrainian Easter tables are typically adorned with hand-decorated eggs or persanki. The tradition dates back to the pre-Soviet times. The store's owner says she encouraged the Ukrainian Association to bring and sell their eggs this weekend so people in our region don't forget about the ongoing war in Ukraine. The association says 100% of the proceeds from the sales of the painted eggs will be sent back to families in Ukraine. And that is it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.